She thought she could scare us with bulldozers and hired thugs. But when Karen came for our land, my wife showed her why you never mess with a soldier's family. It started at sunrise. The rumble of engines shook the ground outside our ranch house. When I stepped onto the porch, I froze. HOA Karen stood there in her pastel blazer, sunglasses perched on her nose, pointing at my property like a general on a battlefield. Behind her, 2 bulldozers and a crew of armed men. "This land is HOA property now," she yelled, her voice shrill and smug. "Tear it all down." My fists clenched, but before I could move, my wife stepped out beside me. She was beautiful and fierce, her long hair tied back, a fitted tactical jacket hugging her figure. Calmly, she rested a rifle against her shoulder. Karen sneered. "What's she gonna do? Pose for a picture? Get the machines rolling." The bulldozers lurched forward, chewing into the dirt. The armed men advanced, rifles slung low. But my wife didn't flinch. She set her eye to the scope and whispered, "Not on my watch." A single crack echoed across the ranch. One of the bulldozer's tires exploded, the machine grinding to a halt. The thugs froze. Another shot. This time the second bulldozer's hydraulics blew apart, spraying oil across the dirt. Karen's smug grin vanished, her jaw dropping as the machines hissed and died. The hired men panicked, raising their rifles, but they didn't stand a chance. My wife moved like lightning, dropping to one knee, firing with precision. Every shot disarmed another thug, rifles clattering into the dust, men screaming as they fell back. I charged forward, grabbing one by the collar and slamming him against the hood of his truck. "Tell your boss this land is off limits." Karen shrieked, stumbling backward, her pastel blazer smeared with dirt. This isn't over," she screeched, but her army was broken, her machines crippled, and her pride shattered. The sheriff arrived minutes later, lights flashing. He took one look at the wrecked bulldozers, the disarmed thugs, and Karen trembling in the dirt. "Karen," he said coldly, "you're under arrest for trespassing, destruction of property, and inciting violence." As they cuffed her, my wife lowered her rifle and walked back to me, her eyes blazing with victory. I wrapped an arm around her waist, whispering, "You're incredible." She smiled, her voice steady. "When it comes to our home, I'll always pull the trigger."
I'm Liam. Subscribe for more HOA madness. Thanks.